Good evening and welcome to the news. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs meeting of Board of Trustees of PM Cares Fund. Union Cabinet approves production-linked incentive scheme for solar PV modules. KHDC held a meeting with traditional heads on Civil Procedure Code (CPC) and Criminal Procedure Code (CRPC). And International Day of Peace 2022 observed by Meghalaya Bharat Scouts and Guides. The news in detail. Prime Minister Modi chaired a meeting of the Board of Trustees of the PM Cares Fund yesterday, September 20th. A presentation was made on the various initiatives undertaken with the help of the PM Cares Fund, including the PM Cares for Children scheme, which is supporting 4,345 children. Trustees appreciated the role played by the fund at a crucial time for the country. Modi appreciated the people of the country for contributing wholeheartedly to PM Cares Fund. It was discussed that PM Cares has a larger vision on effectively responding to emergency and distress situations, not only through relief assistance but also by taking mitigation measures and capacity building. The Prime Minister welcomed the trustees for becoming an integral part of the PM Cares Fund. The Union Cabinet today approved production-linked incentive scheme on national program on high-efficiency solar PV modules for achieving manufacturing capacity of gigawatt scale in high-efficiency solar PV modules. The decision is aimed towards building an ecosystem for manufacturing high-efficiency solar PV modules, said Union Minister Anurag Thakur while addressing a press conference. A grant worth Rs 19,500 crore has been passed by the government for the manufacturing project, and about 65,000 megawatt per year manufacturing capacity of fully and partially integrated solar PV modules will be installed under the project. The meeting of the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council (KHDC) with the traditional heads today has unanimously resolved to urge upon the state government to modify the notification of exempting the application of the Civil Procedure Code (CPC) and Criminal Procedure Code (CRPC) in the District Council Court and traditional courts of the council. Talking to reporters, KHDC Chief Executive Member Titor Starwell Kine said that the council will also suggest that the state government may issue a separate notification to exempt the application of the two legislations in the District Council Court and traditional courts if it cannot modify the notification which has already been issued. Kine informed that the council will be writing to the state government in this regard in a day or two.
In the civil case, there should be a separate notification that this case should be transferred to the District Council Court. Should there be a it should be a clear notification. This meeting, which consists the EC of all MDC and especially the traditional heads, we have resolved to give suggestion again to the government to modify this notification. So we are not satisfied at all with this notification because we have not get that space of security about the provision of powers of the District Council Court. We would like to review again the notification. So I expect that the government will respond this meeting of all the traditional heads.
Along with the rest of the world, International Day of Peace 2022 was today observed by Meghalaya Bharat Scouts and Guides at its headquarters in Shillong. This year, the theme for the day was End Racism, Build Peace. On the occasion, certificates were given away to participants of the week-long celebration, and various dance and songs were also performed on the occasion. Speaking on the occasion as the chief guest, Dr. Mrs. M.P.R. Lingdo, Vice President of Meghalaya Bharat Scouts and Guides, spoke about this year's theme and said that it is indeed that war and violence is not a solution, as we have seen in the last two world wars and the ongoing war of Ukraine and Russia. It is always through dialogue and peace process that problem is to be solved. And when talking about end to racism, she said, what could be a better example than the country we live in? Yes, India, where multiple cultures and multiple religions exist together and we respect each other.
Day of peace. You are.
Good, the end of all this, isn't it? At the end of all this.
Grow the culture of a distinct bond. India is a multicultural, multilingual country. And in fact, in our country, we cannot have one stream. India is a country of unity in diversities. And we have different people, different languages, practicing different customs, but we are all in one. So India, we must remember, it's a country of unity in diversity. The different cultures, the different way of life, the different people, the different customs add to the beauty and greatness of our great country.
The Environment Coordination Committee, ECC, Ilaka Sutna, has demanded the state government to immediately implement the action plan by ensuring all offending coke oven factories who failed to comply with the norms to close down before November 8 this year. The demand was made in a memorandum submitted to the Chief Minister Conrad Sangma on Tuesday. This came after the National Green Tribunal had recently directed the state government to prepare an action plan regarding the offending coke oven units, which were established prior to December 23, 2020. The ECC also suggested to the state government that if relocation of such coke oven units would be a part of the action plan, no coke plants should be granted with permission to operate within the Ilaka Sutna or East Jaintia Hills district, it stated in the letter. In cricket, Australia defeated India by 4 wickets in the first T20 international of the 3-match series at PCA Stadium in Mohali last night. Chasing a target of 209 runs, Australia made 211 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in the 19.2 overs. For Australia, Cameron Green with 61 was the top scorer, while Matthew Wade also made quick 45 runs in 21 balls. Cameron Green was declared player of the match. And for India, Akshar Patel scalped 3 wickets and Umesh Yadav took 2 wickets. India will take Australia in the second T20 International at Vidarbha Cricket Association Stadium, Nagpur on Friday. And a quick look at the weather report now. The maximum temperature recorded was 26.2 degrees Celsius, the minimum 17.1 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 82%, while that in the evening fell to 69%. No rainfall was recorded. The forecast: moderate rain is very likely to occur at many places. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. And another look at the headlines before we wind up. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs meeting of Board of Trustees of PM Cares Fund. Union Cabinet approves production-linked incentive scheme for solar PV modules. KHADC held a meeting with traditional heads on the Civil Procedure Code (CPC) and Criminal Procedure Code (CRPC). And International Day of Peace 2022 observed by Meghalaya Bharat Scouts and Guides. Well, viewers, that's all we have in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow evening for more news and updates.